Good morning, everybody. Jeff from Coleus. Okay, the morning, well, I say the morning after, but it's been essentially 3 days of heavy rain, gusty winds. Just torrential rain, and the wind gusts were just constant 50, 60 mile an hour, 40, 35. But all for the past 2 or 3 days, it's still a little breezy, but for the most part, the gusts have gone. I just finished just a preliminary cleanup, and I got this contractor barrel that I use that's full of just broken Coleus. This is really a shell of what it was. As I mentioned in the short yesterday, this is the time of year when you live in a wintered zone like New Jersey, as we're well into fall, but we're into fall, and we're just looking at the calendar for the frost, which is going to kill all the Coleus. So it's part of the cycle. Do I feel bad? Yeah, but that's fall. And one thing about Coleus, we have the seeds. If we can't get the seeds, we have the cuttings, all of which I've taken care of. Okay, as we run down here, this thing actually finally did fall over. So what I did basically is trimmed everything that was broken, stemmed for the most part. I didn't do a complete cleanup. It's still pretty raw out here, and I'm not feeling that great still. I had a little head cold, so but the Lord Voldemort, it's still going, but it's kind of beat up. The Saturn's rings, the 2 fish nets have really got their butts kicked. But this one here, I got still have some seed stalks coming in, so I'm harvesting those, and I hope to have them on my Jim's Holiest Coleus seed listing. But I don't have any seeds as of yet. I'm still looking at these and wondering if they're actually going to be mature seeds, because they did seed late. So stand by for that. If not, you can get fishnet stockings at Rosie Dawn Gardens in the winter when they start taking orders. And honestly, I've seen a few of these. Matter of fact, I got these 2 at a nursery, and the only reason why I bought them is because one of them had seed stalks coming in. I was like, whoa. And then I pummeled it with seed fertilizer, seed booster, and it worked apparently. But the fish nets held up pretty well. This one kind of got sucked out and fell over, but it held up pretty well. I did cut a bunch of, it was a lot fuller, but it made out okay. And these rubies did okay. The one smaller one fell over. It's kind of flattened out. But this one did okay, and this one here, this fell over as well. This was the last really to go over, but it didn't really sustain much damage at all. This is totally wrecked, pretty much. Really got to trim this. Again, I'm not spending all day out here. It's still pretty raw out. And this is, this was on the other side of the garage. This was tossed across the yard. Not totally across, but it was blown away. But these are interesting. Not sure what the variety is in this, but I do have some seeds for this. These are kind of interesting, and they're like a burgundy star burst. Kind of interesting. So I did harvest some seeds. You can see it's got some seeds coming in, but not a lot. And there's some jitters. A subscriber had mentioned, and they were correct, that this is a Miami. Sorry, the name escapes me, but it's Miami something or other, and they were correct. I did look it up. But I don't have, I have a handful of seeds for these. I don't know if I'm going to have these on my listing or not. I have to look and see. So, there's the wide angle here. I'm waiting to do a contractors or landscaper will be here probably tomorrow or day after. I'm waiting for everything to dry up, and I'll maybe hit it with the blower, but they'll clean up pretty much. But you can see there's nothing really left of this. One of my planters, and I cut. They were all over the grass. So I cut away whatever I could, harvested some seeds. This is a mix. There's a bunch of different varieties in here. They're cross-pollinated, mixed up. I throw them in that surprise mix that mixes up. And it's really interesting what can come, because I have other Coleus that were near it, so you never know what kind of Coleus variety, what's going to come up of that. But this thing really got hammered. All right, these jalapenos are tough. This thing is fine. It just didn't budge. I put it over here in the corner. I got to cut these. I have a whole bunch in the freezer, but yeah, look, it's still blossoming. This is a monster. This thing is just unbelievable. I have so many jalapeno peppers in the freezer, and of course this one here got hammered as well. These are like a Wizard Road Wizards, and I'll have these on my Jim's Coleus seed listing. These are really beautiful, so I'll have these. I have a fair amount of them. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna actually pick those. They're very short and stubby, these seed stalks, as opposed to the like empires that are really long and sparse. They're very crowded, bunched up seed stalks. So we're gonna pop that. Popped off anyway. So let me take these two here. I gotta take those and we'll dry those out. So you'll get these on your Jim's Coleus seed listing. So head over there now. I got seeds listed. Actually, it's on sale. I have seeds on sale. I took about $5 off the price for $4 discount off of the normal price. Going to have that this week. I'll have it on sale this week. So head over to Jim's Coleus seeds on eBay. Get your Coleus seeds on sale, autumn sale, post hurricane nor'easter fire sale, as we'll call it. But got that blue jay mad at me. So, but yeah, this thing really got damaged pretty well. So I'm going to leave it. Just going to leave this because this I got a lot of seed stalks in here, and it's going to be warm. It's going to clear up, and it's going to get a little warmer the rest of the week. So I don't want to take everything away from the pollinators. I still have some bees around here, so no reason to cut everything down now. I'm just going to cut down anything that's broken. So I did just a preliminary cleanup. The mums are flattened out. Cue the Wizard of Oz music, but the mums are flat. But I guess they'll pop up. They'll pop back up a little bit. I mean, they're pretty long, but there's a lot of water, and just the wind kind of blew them down. So we're hoping they'll pick up. And this Defiance I picked up and put up against the bush in the garage. Still have a few seed stalks coming in, so we're not going to cut this down either. It didn't really get any damage. It was just kind of flattened out because when it laid down on the grass. But it's it's definitely towards the end, folks. So, and up the backyard gets the worst of the wind because it's just open space, and the water's not far from here, and it really gets beat. This thing up here, this actually did pretty well up till this morning. I got up and a whole bunch of I just already threw them out, but a bunch of these stalks broke, and you can see why. But look at the size of these things. I mean, almost like bamboo. So this is a fantastic Kong Red. I really wish I got the seeds from them, but it did not go to seed. That happens occasionally. It's unusual for this variety. Kongs generally go to seed pretty easily. This one just didn't. Not one seed bud. Here's a Mariposa. Looks like more like a Mariposa Sport. I'm actually getting two actually getting two seed pods, so that'll be for me. I'm not going to have these on my Coleus seed listing because I don't have enough to sell. So I'm going to have these, and hopefully I can grow these next year for myself, and maybe have them next season. Maybe get enough of them where I can actually sell them, the seeds. So, but these came in kind of late, but they developed pretty fast, and that's a good indication that it's ready to be harvested. See, it's kind of brownish. You see, there's like a little bit of brown there. So these are definitely mature. So it's time to cut those, and we'll sow some in February of 2026, the next spring. But this got beat up pretty bad. Oh, it's Halloween, and I wanted to introduce you to my two buddies. All right, here's Chuck and Bob. I did a short on them. Chuck and Bob. Chuck comes from Texas, West Texas. Bob is from Chicago. Good friends. They've been visiting our home Halloween for past 20 years. Great guys. So, I'm sorry, Chuck's actually losing his eyebrow. We're gonna have to fix that, Chuck. But Chuck and Bob. And again over here, now this huge Empire mix here, has done pretty well. There's no damage at all. And there's actually a Lord Voldemort on the end there. I had one spare Lord Voldemort. No seeds there either. But this Empire didn't sustain anything because, of course, it has the house to protect the wind. It's just it took a lot of the brunt of the wind off. So at least the front didn't get too much damage aside from that beautiful Kong. But at this point now, generally, in the past, by this time, we've already gotten frosts most of the time over the years, and these will be cut down and I put in giant mums. But this year, it's been very warm, and I'm going to keep them going, and I have the pollinators and the seeds, so we don't want to cut those down. All right, so again, at this time of year, this is what's expected. When you're in New Jersey or a winter frost zone, we enjoy our Coleus for a better part of 8 months. I mean, we get a lot of time with our Coleus, really enjoy them. You can't ask for more than that, other than being down in the Sun Belt where you have them all year long. But I think it's sort of bittersweet. I think it's more sweet because your absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I get that break that I need. Because, I grow them for my enjoyment. If I grow them for a business, also farmer's market, so I need that break because it's just me growing them. 600 Coleus, growing them from seed, separating them, designing pots, transporting them, setting up my Coleus table at the farmer's market, transporting them back, putting them back in the greenhouse, caring for them, cutting them, trimming them, feeding them. It's a lot of work. I enjoy it, but it's a lot of work, even for somebody who's retired. But it's bittersweet, but expected for this time of year. Soon, once the frost comes, everything will be dead. I'll cut them all down, put them in a barrel, head them over to the compost area, and we'll secure our yard, and we'll focus on the Jim's Holiest of Coleus eBay seed listing, which I'll have going all through the winter until I run out of seeds. So head over there now, get your best choice. Again, I have about 12 to 14 varieties you'll get in your order, 12 varieties, and I give you plenty of seeds in glycine baggies, all marked per variety, easy to seal back up, easy to dispense. I get 90% of the seed chafe. It's very difficult sometimes to get the seed chafe off, but you'll get plenty of seeds to grow a great variety of colorful Coleus next year. And if you're not, and you're new to it, you never grew Coleus seeds, I have so many videos, and you actually have the access to me. Shoot me a text, eBay, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Jim's Holiest of Coleus. If you have any questions, I'll guide you through. It's very easy to grow Coleus from seed. There's a few things that you need to do to make sure you get the best results when you do sow your Coleus seeds. So thanks for following, everybody, and we'll wait until the sun comes out, things dry up here, we can maybe do a little sweeping up and use the blower. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching Jim's Holiest of Coleus.